The first phase of a 10-week project that will shut down a large section of the G train in Greenpoint begins tonight. Starting at 9:45 p.m., no G trains will run in either direction for the next week between Court Square and Nassau Avenue. Free B94 shuttle buses will be running between those stops. Trains will be running between Nassau Avenue and Church Avenue.
That's not the only transit issue that's left commuters frustrated. We're talking about problems for New Jersey commuters for pretty much the entire month, right? Many left confused and stranded due to problems on the tracks.
And now there's another change coming down the line. On Monday, fares for trains and buses are set to go up by 15%. Danny?
That's hard to hear for all those people that have dealt with those issues.
Exactly.
So some want the plan put on hold. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo live in Newark with the story. Anthony?
Well, that's right, and we are at New Jersey Transit headquarters where a committee meeting is going on right now. You know, it's hard to tell people at any time to pay more money for services, but especially when that service has not been great, according to riders. Well, you can only imagine the response. You've heard of more money, more problems. In this case, New Jersey riders, transit riders say they're being asked to fork over more money and will likely be dealing with the same problems. And as I mentioned, we are at New Jersey Transit headquarters where a committee meeting is happening right now. Beforehand, frustrated riders, well, they rallied outside calling for a stop to this 15% fare increase set to take effect Monday. Now, this will impact those who use New Jersey Transit buses and trains at a time when New Jerseyans say, well, rent, food, and childcare is hard enough to afford. That fare hike comes again at a less than ideal time. Just last week, riders dealt with delays in the sweltering heat, and that was just one of several similar instances over the last month or so. Yesterday, Governor Phil Murphy met with transit officials vowing to fix these problems. Amtrak and New Jersey Transit announced a joint plan to speed up their investigation into the issues, which really stem from outdated infrastructure, power failures, and issues with overhead wires, part of it all. Riders say it is purely criminal to ask them to foot the bill after years of underinvestment.
The service that riders are receiving is not great. You know, we've seen suspensions, delays throughout NJ Transit, and I know, as an NJ Transit rider myself, you know, if I were to ride the bus here, I wouldn't have gotten here on time. So I think that's a serious issue that continues to face New Jersey Transit. And if we're not using our resources to help assist people over profits, then we have to seriously think about whether our priorities are in the right place.
People don't care why it happened. They want to get home. They want to get to work. They want to see their kids. They want to get to school, whatever it is. And this has to be a collective effort that is focused on the substance of getting this right.
Now, Amtrak promised to increase inspections on tracks and also on those wires that have caused a lot of these issues on the Northeast Corridor, especially as they try to alleviate these issues before they begin. Yesterday, Representative Sherrill said that really what should happen here is a pause to reevaluate this 15% fare hike before that goes into effect. Governor Murphy was asked about this, and he really said that that decision lies in the hands of the agency's board of directors, and he says that's where that decision should remain. So the governor sort of pulling away from that and saying that is really up to New Jersey Transit. So as far as we know, that 15% fare hike will go into effect Monday, whether people like it or not. We're live in Newark. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.